Hello, students, high school freshmen. I hope you're enjoying this Tuesday, April 21st. I'm Mr. Larson, one of the secondary Math 1 teachers. Today we're going to be going over a little bit of interval notation. Kind of by way of review, you might find yourself flying through this assignment. The main purpose of this assignment, though, is to review what interval notation looks like. So if you have questions, let us know. Shoot us an email. You can always pause, repeat, or go ahead in this video. Just watch the part that you need and that works best. So on this worksheet, whether you download or you can just write these notes on another piece of paper and practice them. Interval notation, not notation, notation review. We're going to draw the graph for each inequality in interval notation. So just by way of quick review, what interval notation is, it's really just another way to write the interval, to write the number line. If you've got a number line and you have a situation where there's numbers on there and some numbers are part of the solution set, it's called. Well, one way to write it is by, filling in an open or a closed circle and drawing a line, the direction that the inequality says to do so. We can also write it using brackets and a comma, or using parentheses and a comma, or, sometimes we might have a bracket on one end or a parenthesis on the other. It's just another way to write this inequality, or another way to write the number line. For example, if there's a filled in circle going a certain direction, then that's a bracket. The bracket denotes the filled in circle. It's just a way to say that it includes that number. If it doesn't include the number, if it's an open circle, then that's a parentheses. Now also, let's say this goes on all the way to infinity. We never reach infinity. So just like we never reach the open circle, we never reach infinity, the parentheses are used for those situations, whether it's a positive infinity on the right end of the number line or a negative infinity on the left side of the number line. Sometimes you might have a situation where a number is included and the other number is not, say infinity. Or maybe the negative infinity is not included, but all the way over to maybe a certain number is included. So just by way of review, you can pause this video if you want and take a look at it, or do some more research on the internet if you'd like. But these are the different ways that the interval notation is going to look on these problems. I'll just go through a couple of these even problems. We'll work through them and going on the quiz. If you feel like you've already understood this, you've already got this, and you want to work on the quiz, go right ahead. We won't spend too much time here. We're looking for all the numbers that are less than or equal to -5. So you find -5, and the less than or equal to means you include, I'll write it right here so I don't confuse it, include the -5, and you want all the numbers that are less than or equal to. So less than means down there. Now I just did that so you could see what I was doing. Yes, on the number line, we always fill it in, we write it, and then we draw the arrow. I only wrote it underneath so you could see what I was doing, still with the number line there. Okay, we've graphed it, draw a graph, but then also write it in interval notation. So the interval notation of this is, well, the filled in circle, that means it's going to be a bracket on the right-hand side on the highest part. And what's it going to be on the lowest part? Well, it goes down to infinity, and we never reach infinity, so that's a parentheses because we never reach it. So that's an error. So what's in between? Well, let's see, -5 is the biggest number in this interval, and the smallest number in this interval we never reach is -infinity. So you always write it like you write the number line, the lowest on the left, the highest on the right, and this comma is like the filled in part that we filled in, and then the number. Maybe try to do number 4 on your own, hit pause, give it a shot, and then come back, because here's the answer. All the numbers bigger than 3, everything bigger than or equal to 3, filled in circle. There's the graph, and then the interval is, it includes 3, and it's the number line, it's the shaded in part all the way up to positive infinity that we never reach, and so the parentheses is used when we never reach something. If you want to try 6, 8, and 10, go ahead. I'll fly through these here real quick. All the numbers less than -3, hit pause anytime and work on it on your own. -3 right here. Everything less than -3. And we're not including the -3. There's the graph. Again, like the number line, the biggest number is written over here on the right. So -3, that's the highest number. We don't include it. And then everything is shaded in all the way down to -infinity that we never reach. The parentheses are when we never reach it. And hopefully your parentheses looks a little better than mine. How do you think mine looks? Oh, okay, thank you. I'll just go ahead and move on. Here we go. Okay, all the numbers bigger than or equal to 0, greater than or equal to 0. The greater part is on all the numbers. So all the numbers greater than or equal to 0. Make a nice, wonderful arrow. Maybe some sparklies on it. Whatever works best. And then all the numbers. So it equals the 0. It includes the 0. And we've shaded in everything from 0 all the way up to +infinity. We're lazy, so we don't write the positive, and we never reach it. So we use the parentheses. There you go. Excellent. And then on this last one, I can see this one, number 10. Oh, it looks a whole lot like number 4. It's got everything except just the sign is going a different direction. So I can check my work and see if at the end it looks basically the same, but just with a different direction. Everything less than or equal to 3, all the numbers, the set of all numbers less than or equal to 3. Equal to means I include the 3. And then draw maybe a snake line if you want, all the way out to infinity, -infinity. And it includes the 3, so it's a bracket. And I've shaded in everything from the 3 all the way down to, is it infinity? Oh, it's -infinity, 2 very different numbers. Would you rather have an infinity amount of money or a -infinity amount of money? And let's see, we never reach the -infinity. So I can look and see, does this, the -infinity, does that look a lot like this? Basically the same answer, but just in the opposite direction, yes. But you'll notice that the biggest number is always listed on the right, smallest number is always listed on the left, and it's written like you write the number line. Smallest, here's the middle numbers to the biggest, and you're there. So what do you think? Do you think how do you think you're going to do on today's quiz? Do you think you're going to do well, I sure do. So have a wonderful day. I hope you've enjoyed this quick review. Less than 10 minutes. That's a good math day, right? See you tomorrow.